Hi everybody, this is Ladybug, and right now it is 9:45 in the evening, and I'm going to be working on this green fairy, so I'm going to bring you in a little bit closer, and plus end up doing a little bit of chat here while we're at it. I hope you don't mind the music. It's just classical music tonight. Anyhow, I finished the butterfly that I had been working on. That's done. I finished that. And so right now we're working on the green fairy, trying to get that one done. So that way, come the first of the month, I am ready to go on working on the horses for the Kentucky Derby that they picked out. And so anyway, but I've got to make a decision. I have got 3 different ones picked out for next month's um, event, and I don't know which one I want to do. So first off, let me show you the butterfly. I got that all done. I have to seal it yet, but there she is. She pretty? It's beautiful, isn't it? I love all those colors. And so anyway, I finished that today. Just slide it off the table. Then I've got a couple of I've got this. Hold on. Nope, that's not it. That's not it. All right, hold on a second. All right. Now, I've got this one. Okay. Here, let me turn that light off so you can see it a little bit better. Okay. I've got this one. Okay, which is a beautiful horse. There's that one. And then, hold on, let me go get the other one. I have to dig for it again. Let's see, is it this one? Maybe? Yes, it's this one. Okay. Because I just found this one in my stash, and I just got it out today. And then I got this one. This is the black and white horse. I'm trying to scoot it over so you can see it. There we go. Okay. It's black and white. You know, with a beautiful, I don't know if it's a sunset or what. It's beautiful though. And I think it's a square. Yes, it is a square. Yeah. So I haven't even kitted this one up yet. Okay. And then the other one that I've got, if I can find it. Oh, come on, where are you? It's a small one. Let's see. Double-sided. Nope. It's definitely not it. And that's not it. Hang on. I should have done this before I started, shouldn't I? But I didn't. Let's see. Nope, that's not it either. Okay, where are you now? I had it pulled out. with the intent of working on it. Anyway, it's a little tiny, it's a little donkey. And, oh, that's not it either. Huh. Could you believe I put it away so well I can't find it now? Anyhow, whoops, sorry about that. I didn't mean to bump you. If I can find it. It says, what's this? Nope, that's not it. What did I do with it? I hope I'm not going to have to go through this whole thing trying to find it. No. Maybe. Nope, that's a library. Yeah, I got them stuck up underneath. And, those are flowers. Nope, it's a nativity scene. Alrighty. It was right here just the other day, and now I can't find it. That's not it. Oh well. Let's make a choice. It's between this one, the black and white. And this is a 40 by 40. Okay. And then the other one is the horse's face. This one here. So what I'm going to ask you is let me know what you think and which one I should do. Okay. For this next month. I had one. It was a really cute little donkey, but I can't find it. It's got itself stashed away, but I got this one all flattened out and ready to go. This is a double-sided, and I believe this is also, I've got this one already kitted up, and I think it's rounds. Yeah, I think so. But anyway, so I'm thinking about doing this one. I like this one. This is really pretty. But you let me know what you think and help me decide. I'm going to put this one back together. The drills came out. There we go. Yeah, I got this big, large cube looking thing up underneath my table. And I store a lot of these diamond paintings in there. Get in there. Yeah. Actually, what I'm doing is I'm running out of room. All right, there we go. There we go. Get these out of here because these are from the butterfly. But y'all let me know what you think. Okay? And that way, I can make a decision. There. Okay. Anyhow, Tuesday, I had a doctor's appointment, so I went to the doctor's. And then I went on to, let's see, what do we want to work on? How about in? And I went to the doctor's on Tuesday. I had an appointment at 8:45. And so I did that. And then I stopped by the post office and mailed a bunch of packages that I needed to mail out. And then, what else did I do? Oh, and then we stopped by the Save-A-Lot, and because it was a sale on meats and stuff. So my daughter wanted to stop there. And so we did that. And then I came home and I crashed. Unfortunately, whenever I go to town, okay, I get so tired when I get back. I'm just completely wore out. And let's turn this on so I can see what I'm doing here. Yeah, so anyway, after we got home, I had some lunch, did a couple of things, and then I went and laid down, and I was out like a light. So, you know, yeah, we had some rain today, and a thunder boomer, and it was coming down like nobody's business, if you know what I mean. And we even had quarter size hail. You know, with this one, it's the first time we've had hail in a long time. And but we didn't have any tornadoes or anything like that as far as I know. So, and then I just got done watching Sherry's and Stars and Miss Bell's live just a little while ago. They just went off. And I think I'm going to have to turn that music down. It's got a little bit loud all of a sudden. Hang on. Be right back. Let's try something a little different. How about that? How about this one? There we go. That's piano and cello. How about that? That's a little more peaceful, I think. All right. Plus, I also turned it down a little bit so it's not quite so loud. And anyhow, I'm not going to go into detail, but I will. I've got a prayer request for my daughter-in-law and my son-in-law, and my stepson. I'm not going to go into any detail. Just pray really, really hard for both of them because they are going through some really, really terrible times right now. And their name is Michael and Tracy. Okay. You know, God knows what the need is. So if you would, just pray for them. But anyway, but yeah, I just got done watching the live with the ladies on there. And then I figured now that they went off, I figured I can get my own video done. I was going to do it earlier, but I didn't. and then it was lightning and thundering, and I didn't want to be on the internet with lightning and stuff popping all around. So but anyway, oh come on, you're being stubborn. Sorry about that. I had to get some wax. Yeah, I'm using my new pen that I got. This one. It's got all the sparkles on it. Yeah. And but anyway, yeah, I think I'm gonna make some soup tonight for supper. I haven't done it yet. Yeah, I think I'll dig me out a can of, I don't know, cream of chicken or something, and maybe have a grilled cheese to go with it. Something simple, something light. I don't need anything heavy tonight. Well, I don't need it, and I'm not in the mood for something real heavy. So, yeah, I think my grandson, I think he made spaghetti, but me and spaghetti sauce don't see eye to eye. So, yeah, a lot of this is W's all the way up in here. There's an N here and there, but most of it's W's, which is the background, which is I think it's 939, if I'm not mistaken. So we'll get all these ends, and then we'll go after a different color here in just a second. But yeah, so I had Tuesday was a full day for me, and then yesterday, ooh, excuse me, I spent most of the day diamond painting after that, and like I said, I got my butterfly done finally, and then I'm going to try to get this one done, and then after that I've got to get started on one of those horses. You know, I may do that smaller one, the 30 by 40. All right, because you know, it's not quite as big as a 40 by 40. So we'll see. We will see. But I do look forward to working on that the black and white ones. But now that one's going to take some time because that's a square, and usually squares take a lot longer than the rounds. All right. I don't see any more ends. So this is all W's, it looks like. Yep. Okay, that's fine. So what we'll do is we'll put this away. Yeah, these are the extras that I've still got, and I'm working them out of the bags first. And that way the ones that are in the containers, all right, I can use them afterwards after I get done with these. Yeah. There we go. Now, what color do we want to work on? Put that back together. So, let's see, how about D? Got quite a few D's. Let's see, that's $8.90. $8.90 right there. Yeah. I gotta have my scissors because these are very tight, as you can see, and so it's hard to get it to pop open. Okay, these are kind of like, can't really tell. They're like almost like a black almost. I don't know. They're not 310, but they're really dark. And I was also watching Miss Linda earlier. I was watching her video. Yeah. When I'm diamond painting, I like to watch the videos and listen to the videos while I'm working on my own. And anyhow, so yeah, I bought the girls a little cube thing. It has a laying spot that's up on top of the cube, and then there's got a little cubby underneath. And I tell you what, they just love that thing. They both have their own little space. All right, one of them gets in the cubby, and the other one gets on the top. Oh, and they seem to like it. So, yeah, Frankie, she only comes out when she wants to eat or drink. She does. She likes that little. She likes that cubby because she feels safe in there, I think. But anyhow, yeah, Frankie was on a roll yesterday. Boy, she was bouncing all over the place yesterday. I don't know what her issue was. Just know that she was bouncing every which way. Starting to wonder if she wasn't made out of and wasn't a rubber ball bouncing off the walls. She was just full of energy yesterday. Unfortunately, they couldn't go out today because of the rain. Because it started a light rain. It started about 1 in the afternoon. And so they didn't get to go out today. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know what it is with Frankie, but for some oddball reason, she likes peanut butter. I opened up the peanut butter jar to make a peanut butter sandwich earlier. And before I could even get the bread, lay the bread out to put the peanut butter on it, she was already had her head stuck in the jar trying to get the peanut butter. I said, oh no, I don't think so. Yeah, she does like her peanut butter. Yeah, so what I did is I got a little tiny dab on the end of my finger and let her have some. And usually that seems to satisfy her. But she does. She likes her peanut butter. Oh. Yeah, because she had her head kind of stuck kind of in the jar. And so, and the jar has peanut butter around the edges. And she had peanut butter on her whiskers. uh, she is something else. Oh, come on. Yeah. Yeah, I watched Miss Southern Belle. She watched her video and she was shopping. I think she was at Walmart, I think. At Walmart? Yeah, it could have been. I don't remember. Then again, it could have been Hobby Lobby too. I don't remember. Anyhow, I watched her. She picked up some diamond paintings that were on sale. And she got some other stuff and some flowers. You know. Yeah. Yeah, I like watching. I like watching their videos. Really haven't been doing much in the way of stitching because my thumb is giving me the fits. Has been for a while now. Yeah, because I don't know if you can tell it or not, but this one, ouch, this is the one that's so sore right in here, and it looks kind of swollen to me, but I guess it'd be hard to tell on camera. But oh my goodness, that joint right in there, it is so sore. I don't know if I've jammed it or if it's just arthritis or what it is. All I know is it hurts. So I haven't been able to do any stitching. And it's rapid dry form, so it's up to 25% faster than Depend and fits up to 95% of body shapes. Always discreet, low price, same incredible protection. I'm Michael from the Warren Treaty, and I'm in my Ozempic. I just turned it off. And but anyway, so like I said, I don't know if it's just arthritis or what it is. Yeah. I just know that it hurts when I move it a certain way. So I'm kind of having to keep it kind of straight. You know. Get over there. And so anyway, and Miss Linda, they got up there, they got flood warning still. And and she lives just right next, almost practically right next to the river where it floods. So keep her in your prayers. Yeah, there's like 3 houses down from her, I think she said. And that's where the river is. And then she got another piece of the river that's kind of right behind her house where she's living. So she's kind of surrounded by water, if you know what I mean. And so hopefully everything will be okay. Scoot that over there. And I got a creek that's just down the road from us, but you know, I got a creek on one side and then I got a creek on the other. But they're far enough away that they very rarely ever overflow their banks. Plus, they're far enough away that we really don't have to worry about them flooding over because there's no houses real close to it, which that's a good thing. Mostly it's just an overflow type creek. You know, it has water in it, but not a lot. And but when it does rain and it gets heavy and it floods a little bit, it does get a lot of water in that creek for a little while. You know, and then it finally eventually just, you know, rolls off. Yeah. But it's that time of the year. You know. what do they call it? April showers bring May flowers. So right now we're getting quite a bit of rain because of the season. The good thing about the rain is that it does wash away the pollen, because everything around here, right, when it's dry and it's not raining, it is green from pollen. All the cars and stuff are kind of got that yellow green color. You know, I was watching the wind blow down the street the other day, and it blew. You know, you could see that. You know, it was blowing a little bit, and next thing you know, you all of a sudden you see this wind going down, but it's all yellow green from all the pollen it had picked up, and it was a dust cloud of pollen. I said, oh yeah, and that's what we're breathing into our lungs. Yeah, this is a bad time of the year, and so if many people have a lot of allergies, boy, now's a bad time. You know, yeah, we're getting there. It's got a lot of D's in this one, but I'm almost done with this thing. If I keep slugging away at it, I'll have it done in no time. But the problem is sometimes I get distracted and have to do other stuff, you know. And so, mm. My daughter found a coffee pot. It's a coffee pot. It's only it's a coffee maker. You know, it has two mugs that go with it. Okay, and it has Hello Kitty on it. And I'm not sure where she found it. I'm not really positive, but anyway, she showed it to me, and she goes, "Ooh, I want that." She loves Hello Kitty. She's always loved Hello Kitty. And but yeah, it had two coffee mugs, and then the coffee maker itself, and they had the Hello Kitty on it. Mm. Yeah, my grandson is asleep. I can hear him snoring. Yeah, but he is bored out of his gourds. He hasn't worked. He's been out of work for about, oh, I don't know, about 4 days now. And it's driving him crazy. And so he's going to have to probably start looking for a job, because he's climbing the walls as it is. He just doesn't, he's like me. He doesn't like to sit idle. And that's why I am. That's why I do cross stitch. I do a lot of diamond painting. I do all kind of coloring. I do everything I can think of to keep from being bored out of my gourd, you know. And because I'm that way, I'm just, even when I go to the doctor's office, I usually take a cross stitch or something with me. So that way, while I'm sitting there waiting, I think we're out of D's. Oh, there's one. Um, I usually take a cross stitch or something with me to work on. So that way I'm not sitting there bouncing around, you know, because when I'm sitting still, I don't know, it triggers off my anxiety for some reason. So what I do is I take something with me to keep me from, you know, my anxiety from getting too bad. You know, up until about 5 or 6 years ago, I never had anxiety. I was fine. But for some reason, I have developed anxiety over the last, oh, I don't know, 7, 8 years or so, I guess. And so they got me on some kind of medication for it, and it does help, but I still get anxiety when I'm forced to sit still and not do anything, just sitting there, you know. Mm. Yeah, but there's a lot of people out there that got anxiety. I think it's just the way things are in the world and, you know, all that other good stuff, you know, and so they develop a lot of anxiety because of it. Alrighty, I think I've got them all. I think. Yeah. Looks like, well, nope, there's one right there. It was turned a certain way and I couldn't see it. There, got it. Found another one. But I hope my head's not in the way. Anyhow, so right there. Whoop, it's upside down. Get over there. All right. I keep spotting others, you know. All righty. We got that much. All right, let's put these away. And we'll find another color to work on. Frankie's down eating. I can hear her crunching away. There we go. Alrighty, what's next? How about got a bunch of E's right in here? How about those? Yeah, we could do E's. Let's see. E 3363. That's this one. That's a nice little light green. There you go. Kind of like an olive green almost. Get back in there. There we go. So, how about everybody else doing? What are y'all working on? I'll show you my cat in the bushes here in a minute, if I remember before I close the video. And I'll show you how much I've gotten done on it, even though I haven't stitched on it since Tuesday. Yeah. But eventually, I think I will actually have a finish this year. Yeah, maybe. All of a sudden, I don't have anything to say. Sorry about that. I need to take a drink of my water. Yeah, I've been drinking a lot of water today. I don't know. It feels like I'm just thirsty for some reason. So, I've been having to drink a lot of water. But that's all right. Water's good for you. on, grab me a little sip. Here we go. But now y'all let me know what painting you think I should do. Okay. Just give me an idea of what you think I should do. There we go. All right, Frank, you just scared me to death. She jumped on a bag that's got some stuff in it and crinkled, and it's behind me. Startled me. But anyway, so my daughter goes, thank God tomorrow's Friday. I think she's had enough for this week. She's had her hands full. So, here we go. We're getting there. Slowly, but we're getting there. Ricky, what are you doing? Making a funny noise over there. Anyhow. Yeah, even Lily is hanging out in here now that I got that little cube thing, that cubby that they can lay on. So, yeah, usually Lily stays out in the living room, right, when my daughter's at home. And then, after my daughter leaves, then she comes out and comes in here. She doesn't like being by herself, I guess. And so she'll come in here and hang out. A lot of ease on this one. Plus, we're covering a fairly good size section too, because this is actually 2 sections and not just one. But that's all right. We'll get her done. Yeah, I was watching Sherry and Miss Bell and Star, and they were a hoot tonight. They were funny. Yeah, I just sat and listened, and I was working on my diamond painting and just listening to them going at it. And they can be very, very funny at times. Yeah. I don't like that one right there. This one right here just doesn't look right. It's too small or something. Give me that. Let go. Get that trash. There we go. That looks better. It's a little bit too small. Yeah. And anyhow, I'm not going to keep y'all on here long. Okay. Because one, it is getting chilly in here. And I want to close the door and turn my little heater on for a little while and get the chill out. It's mostly it's chill. It's not so much cold. It's just damp. You know. Because we're almost done with the E's anyway. Just about. Oop. Try picking it up. And yeah, the E's are kind of scattered out. But that's all right. We'll get them. It won't be long at all, and I'll have this one done too. I just have to work on it consistently. You know, that's what it is. My problem is I bounce around from project to project, and because of that, it takes me longer to finish stuff. And I think we got them all, or at least it looks like it anyway. Oh, no, there's one right there. Any more? Oh, there's one hiding. There's another one right there. That one's not sitting right. There we go. Yeah, the problem is they got them in amongst the A's, and the A's and the E's are almost the same color. Yeah. So, yeah, I'm going to have to get in here with the tweezers because I see a couple of pieces of hair. So, yeah, I think that's it. Yep, looks like it. It looks like that's all there is of the E's. That's fine. That'll give me a chance to get my tweezers out and pick off that piece of hair that's sitting there. Yep. But so we're going to bring this to a close. And we will, talk to you again tomorrow. And y'all let me know which diamond painting you think I ought to do. And let's see. And then before we leave, I will show you how far I've gotten on my kitty cat. Because I'm getting there slow, but I'm getting there. Let me get that out of the way. There. Can you see it? There's his face right there. That's his whiskers. And where I'm working at is in this one corner right here. And I did all of this green right in here yesterday. So I got quite a bit of it done. And what I'm working on is this funny green color right here. It's number 6, and that's what I'm working on right now. But it's getting there, and there's the bottom of it right there, as you can see. So I'm about a little over halfway done. Yeah. And so I'll have it done before you know it. I hope so anyway. There we go. And that's what I've done. And I've also worked on the other one, the Golden Lion. Let's see. Oh, it must be up underneath. I'm not going to dig for it. But, hang on. I might be able to reach it. A lot of times I end up with a cat up underneath, but I don't have it right now. Oh, there it is. That is. Nope, wrong one. All right. Well, I'll show you the next time around. But anyway, that's how far we've gotten. I gotta A couple of them right here that need to be done, but other than that, that's done. What we're working on here is this one, this sector here, and a little bit up here. Okay. Alrighty, everybody. Y'all have a good night, and I will see you sometime tomorrow, and we'll work on this diamond painting again tomorrow. Alrighty. Good night. God bless.